talking about, and I'll tell you the story then. So I'm gonna put that there. So that's four. No, that's three albums. We got the MF Doom album, Biggie,
Doggy
Clips.
Style. That's four.
Oh, I didn't put the Doggy Style song.
Yeah, Doggy Style. Yeah. What did we say? What did you say? This shit make you sign in like 9 times. I sign in like 19 times. Oops. Chill. All I want to do is run around shining when I can afford it.
Four?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. If I do a fifth rap one, it might gotta be Future got one. Future has two actually. I think so. Me personally.
DS2?
Nope. DS2 is when everybody finally was like, "All right, you're right,
That's
he's
his
nice."
Thriller album?
Yes, with the mainstream, yeah, definitely. But the Monster album and 56 Nights is the only problem. The only reason why Monster doesn't get it is because that shit got mad songs. Well, now on streaming it's only 13 songs, but when it came out it was 18. Okay. So I don't know. I gotta listen to it with this new 13 song. But yeah, let me put this camera on. You can connect to the Bluetooth. Oh, yeah. Put the cam on. Put the cam on. You can turn your computer so you see the OGZ. There it is. There he is. Know what I'm saying? Alright, let me hit
Right there is good? Where's that right now?
Yeah, that shit look good on the camera. You looking good, baby. That shit look good. Put the mic a little lower.
So my albums is fucking Doggy Style, Low End Theory. B.
Oh yeah, I forgot about my man Common Sense.
Music Soul Child shit and
Common Sense.
Black on both sides.
But I sold 5 mil. I ain't been rapping like Common Sense. Yeah. Yeah. My man Infra.
1, 2.
In my crib. Turned himself in. He had to do a bid.
Shit, I could put Ready to Die as well. I think Ready to Die is perfect.
It is.
I think Ready to Die
Ready
is
to
perfect.
Die is. I like Ready to Die better than Life After
Me
Death.
too.
If I'm being honest.
If I'm being honest. I fuck with you, Zoo.
Know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way. I'm more of a Ready to Die nigga.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm definitely
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Beezewax. We in the spot. Don't make it hot. Hold on, amigos. Yup.
Yeah, turn it down a little bit more, like you just had it before. Pause on the big knob.
Hold on. There we go. I had to get our adjustments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Check. Shop. Ho! You know what I'm saying? Get on some rap shit on you niggas. What's up, man? Beezewax. Yup, yup. We here. We talking about the perfect album. That's today's topic. Let me send this link out. Linko, Dean Malenko. Remember that wrestler?
Dean Malenko.
Yeah,
He was one of the horsemen.
He was a WCW nigga. Yeah, facts. He was with this nigga Ric Flair. I forgot the other dude's name. Not Pat Patterson or Arn Anderson, but he had a name like that. He was one of them type of
Tully
niggas.
Blanchard.
Was it him? Nah. It was Ric Flair, this nigga, Dean Malenko, some other niggas. It was a WCW faction.
Cause Benoit was in there at one time. He was a horseman at one point.
Chris Benoit. Yeah, see, there we go. It's Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko.
Steve McMichael. Remember the nigga from the Chicago Bears? He had got down with them. I think that was his name, if I'm not mistaken. He was on Tecmo Bowl. Go look that up. I promise you.
We sounding good, y'all. Let me send this link out. Feel me? Yes, sirski. Yeah, so we here. You know the vibes. Beezewax show. We talking about the perfect album, at least in our opinion. And this doesn't necessarily mean like, I just said it's fucking opinion. It's opinion based, but what I deem a perfect album is like, you don't have to skip any songs. Everything has its place. Everything feels like it served a purpose, even if it's not your favorite song on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't have to be an album that doesn't have any skips. But if there is a skip, it can be a bad skip. Like the song is just terrible.
Yeah, like it's just completely out of place. That's what I'm saying. That fucks it up from being perfect album. That's what I mean. Like, even if it's not your favorite, like obviously you're not gonna listen to every song every time you bump an album. But it's like if you let it play the whole shit, it could just play. Like if it's 10 songs, 12, 15 songs, from 1 to 15, that shit was valid.
Yeah.
Like you enjoyed it.
Like I'm one of the
sending
people.
This link out.
Yeah, I'm sending the link out too. I'm one of the people. Oh, before we even get into that, as we talk about sending a link out, just to let everybody know that's been asking Bees and that's been asking me like, yo, where the podcast at? Where that? We doing the live streams so y'all can see what we doing. When everything's chopped up, ran through the system and cycled up, then we're going to decide how we're going to present it to you. But this is just us letting you see what's going on. But there'll be edited versions of that. But in the meantime, you can go on Zoo's page, Zoo Bees on YouTube, and go into the section that says live. And you'll see all of the live streams. Sometimes the stream cut off, so you might see one that's like 11 minutes or something like that. That's when we have some technical difficulties. But, just follow the pattern and you'll see, and, that's what's going on. But.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, man, tuning in, fucking with us. Everybody that see us in the street, say something, show some love.
Yeah,
tell us that you watching. Shout out my nigga Big Flirt. You know the vibes. Shout out to
Nitty.
Yep. Shout out to the big bro. You know the vibes. Hell yeah, man.
Right.
Everybody that's supporting, we appreciate it. Like I said, we having fun with this shit. This for hip hop, this for the love.
Yeah. So how you want to do this? Like we said, we talking about what we think is a perfect album. So we said we gonna come in here and talk about songs not songs, but albums that we deem perfect
Yeah.
for own reasons. So like you said, everything is subjective to, we have our own biases. I'll be the first person to say I have certain biases when it comes to the type of music that I listen to and the music that I like.
Yeah.
But generally, most people would agree with us because, we're music connoisseurs.
Nah, yeah. And it's like it ain't even if the take is not the general consensus, it's not like we just pulling it out thin air. You know what I'm saying? We usually got some solid reasons to back it up, whatever, why we feel the way we feel.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
So you want to start off with one of yours, or you want me to? Since I got an extra one, because what we found out today is that we share one on our list. So I have an extra one. So I'm gonna start off with an album that, if you know me, you I didn't even connect to the board. That's what
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah. See,
We need that. We need the music, DJ. We need the music, DJ.
There we go. It say it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
All right. Now, if you know me and you know how I give it up, you know that I think that this album is perfect. And if you don't know what it is from the first 4 seconds, then
back in the days when I was a teenager,
can't talk.
Before I had status and before I had a pager, you can find the abstract. Listening to hip hop, my pops used to say it reminded him of bebop. I said, well, daddy, don't you know that things go in cycles? Way the Bobby Brown is just amping like Michael. It's all expected, things are for the looking. If you got the money, quest is for the booking. Come on, everybody, let's get with the fly mode. Still got room on the truckload of black gold.
So the thing about this album, Bees, it first of all, it starts off perfect.
Yeah.
It just starts off perfect. That whole thing at the beginning, that what?
Yeah.
How you start the album like that?
You know, jazz bass line. Tribe was big on the jazz samples.
Yes. So I wrote down some things that I feel are parts of a perfect album. Certain ingredients that I feel have to be in there as far as a rap album. So one of my criterias is the girl song. And it doesn't have to be a song about a girl. It doesn't have to be the sensitive,
like a
vulnerable
love song.
It don't have to be a love song.
Yeah.
It could be just a song about a girl. It could be a story. But you gotta have a song to show that there is something about you that is heterosexual.
Oh, no, not even, because you just made me think about it. This isn't on my list, but which one is that? Frank Ocean first album.
We didn't know.
No, we didn't know.
No, but I know what you're saying.
But he knew, and he was making a song about his love interest, and it happened to not be heterosexual, but them songs was fire.
We didn't know.
So what your point still stands. You gotta have the love song or the joint, your love interest song.
Yes.
That's the 2024 way to say it.
The love interest
You gotta
song.
have your love interest song, whatever you interested in. And if you're really nice with it, it could relate to everybody's interests, like Frank Ocean did.
There you go. Excuse me, I'm old. I grew up in the machismo era, so excuse me. So you gotta have your what you said it's called?
The love interest
the love
joint?
interest song. And this album has Butter. The song. And the reason why Butter is so special is because this was Fife's first solo song. On the first Tribe Called Quest album, Fife didn't rap too much. Like Q-Tip was on every song, and Fife maybe was on about five or six songs. you know, it was really about Q-Tip because he was coming off of the success and being on the Jungle Brothers records and stuff like that. So he was the one that was known.
Yeah.
So Fife having his first solo record and it being the Chick song.
Yeah.
And one of the best Chick songs ever. It's just, you know, Fife talking about how he was it's if you really listen to it, and I picked up on it when I got older, this is Fife's ode to Houdini's One Love. Because he even took one of the lines. He said, I was a stone cold lover. You couldn't tell me jack. But this is also for the people who need to know, this is where DMX gets the whole I'm gonna name all the names of the girls. Fife did it first in this song. He said, settling down with one girl, I wasn't trying to hear that. I had Tanya, Tamika, Sharon, Karen, Tina, Stacy, Julie, Tracy.
And you know it's crazy. I've heard the song before. But you're right. I never even like thought about it though. Put two and two together.
Yeah,
but you're right though. Damn, that's ill.
That's where he got that
R.I.P. to
from.
Fife.
Yes, R.I.P. Fife Dog and R.I.P. to DMX.
That's a fact. God damn.
Now, the other thing you gotta have is the Fire single, and they had the Fire single Check the Rhyme. Check the Rhyme,
y'all. That's one of my favorite beats too.
Yo,
like just period.
Yes, especially when you hear the original record and you hear like, yo, he didn't even really like. It wasn't like a chop or like he really took straight from the record and made it like hip hop by throwing some heavy drums on it like that. Boom, 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 boom. And then because the hook is so it's so aggressive, and then when the rhyme comes, it's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
that shit was this album is bananas.
Yeah.
So they had the Fire single. Then you have to have the song that's about something. You have to have a subject song. And on this album, the subject song was about the show business. We was talking about this earlier. This is where this song features Brand Nubian, the new Brand Nubian, because this is right when Grand Puba left. So it was just Lord Jamar, Sadat X, and Diamond D is also on the record too. They all spit talking about the ups and downs of the record business.
Yeah.
So
shout out Diamond D too. Yes. I just got to meet him too for the first time.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I went to the Diamond D concert earlier this year too.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
BX shit.
Yeah, you know, we that's the boy from Forest Projects. Yeah.
That's a fact.
And the other type of song you have to have is the song where you showing the bars.
Yeah.
And on this song, on this album, the song where they're showing the bars happens to be probably the best Posse record ever. Scenario.
Damn. Yep. No argument there. That's a fact. If y'all didn't see the Posse episode, go check that out. We talked about that too.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, go check that.
So, yeah, that's The Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest. In my eyes, this is a perfect album. They got a whole bunch of, other songs. They got Bugging Out, which is a dope song.
You're bugging out.
We got the jazz. They got a song on here. Now, when I was younger, and this is what's the dope thing about how shit plays over time. When this album first came out, my least favorite song on the album was Everything Is Fair. And it was my least favorite song because this shit came out when I was probably like 11. You know what I'm saying? So I did 11 or 12. I didn't get what the song was about.
Yeah.
I was too young. But as I got older and I listened to this song, this shit is one of my favorite songs on the album now. It's a solo song by Q-Tip. In the first, he's telling a story about a girl that he messed with that was a little bit, above what he was about. She was trying to put him on to how things go in the street and how it goes messing with chicks like her.
Yeah.
So go listen to that song too, man. And y'all got to understand, when Q-Tip made this album, Q-Tip was probably only like 20 years old.
Facts.
So,
man.
Dope-ass album.
That's a part of what makes it perfect to me, though. Like, when we talk about these albums, there's always gonna be songs like that you didn't appreciate it or you didn't like it as much the first time, but you see why it serves its purpose on this album and it deserves its place in the album. Nigga, Dave Doobie says Scenario is goated.
Yes, of course it is.
That's a fact.
And that's not Dave Doobie's. That's David.
His name is David.
We using governments around here. So that's me. So Zubies, you got this dude, right? We talked about who had 2 careers in hip hop.
Facts.
Talk to us about his first career real quick before we get into it.
His first career was a little understated. It was with his brother. He was in a group. It's called KMD.
Mm-hmm.
He went by the name of Zeb Love X.
Zeb.
Yeah. They actually, one of my favorite KMD songs is called What a Nigga Knows. That beat is fire. That beat is hard as fuck.
The song that everybody should know what their popular song is a song called Peach Fuzz.
Yeah, that's a fact. So their famous album cover used the name escapes me. What's the name of this artwork called? This art style? I forgot.
Abstract?
No. This was a particular
Sambo. Yes.
Yeah. It's a Sambo painting. Which which is was a hot topic at the time.
Still a hot topic.
I don't know if the cover is what got them dropped or whatever, or I don't know.
Yeah, back then stuff like that would make your album never come out.
Yeah, they got backlash about it, so it didn't come out. And unfortunately, his brother passed away, and then he was gone for a while, and then my man got to come back, reincarnated as the great Metal Fingers. All caps when you spell the man name.
I get no kick from champagne.
And to me, this album, Food,
doesn't thrill me
is
at all.
It's perfect.
So tell me why shouldn't it be true?
It's very well crafted.
I get a kick out of brew.
If it did have a single, I guess it might be this one. This I guess would be considered, because it's funny. This is not really like it was an underground album, or so he wasn't vying for mainstream.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, it was like a second wind of his career. But if we go through the criteria, he does have the girl song. He has more than one on there, I think, but definitely he got the song Whole Cakes on there, which is girl song. Did he that's the single joint.
Yeah.
What was the other one you said?
The Bars. That could be every song with him.
Nah, yeah, he was talking on a lot of these joints.
Yeah.
Beef Rap is probably the Bars song.
Pause.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn, why you named that? In the context of this album, that it doesn't make me think pause, but when I just said it, that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that album and what he was talking about, because at the time, you know, it's 2004 when this album came out, so rappers beefing and dissing each other was a big thing at the time. And I guess right now it is too. Yeah. So a lot of those rhymes and shit that he said on there still applies. You know? Even with rap snitches, rap snitch connicious. Rap snitches telling all their business, going to court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole crew sent up for years. Come on. That nigga Potholders, which is about not leaving behind evidence. Again, not telling
that's
stuff.
The subject song?
Well, both of those songs.
Okay.
The whole album is a subject album. So he take every song has a double meaning because it has a food title, but then he has like a metaphor for the food. Like how I said, Beef Rap pause is about basically at the time is everybody wanted to be a gangster rapper. Everybody wanted to act like they was the toughest. You know what I mean? So
is this album on streaming platforms?
Yeah, yeah.
I know sometimes with a lot of times with artists like him, there might be one album that's not on streaming platforms, and then you be like, oh, that's the best shit, like Camp Low, which they almost made my list today for Uptown Saturday Night. They almost made it, but they have an album, Stone and Rob, Caught on Tape. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
That album is their best album, and it's not on streaming platforms.
Yeah. That, especially a lot of that stuff that existed before streaming came out. Like way before. Like even like, but not even before streaming, before the internet was really rocking. That a lot of that stuff is like, because even the stuff that's on there, it might not be the full album or be songs missing. Or to be a version that wasn't on, like, nigga, I had this on CD or on tape or whatever. It's like, that didn't sound like that when it came out like that. So
sometimes what I also notice is that now shit with the samples, you'll hear it without certain shit in there because they didn't clear the sample. So now
and then you got
like,
away with it when it came out on tape.
That's the Rex line. Yeah, they got away with it.
Yeah.
But they ain't get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, so this album fucking... Hold on. Let me look through this track list real quick. There's only one beer left.
MF Dizzy.
That nigga Doom. Yeah, this album is perfect because to me, what makes it perfect is you could play it straight through like a movie. That's my favorite way to listen to an album. I also like this particular album was a concept. So, and also what made it perfect, I was telling Wax this off camera, was the attention to detail with all the skits and little interludes and shit. It's so many. This nigga took shit from so many different shows and cartoons and little sound bites and shit, and he makes it sound like one conversation.
Yeah.
So it could be shit from different shows, but they'll have it doing like they talking to each other.
Yeah.
But it's like the way he chopped it, you know. The dude said, people sleep on Doom, it's offensive to me. Yeah, nah, it's true, man. He was one of the greats, man. He did his thing.
I'm going to listen to that album this weekend.
Yeah, no, you got to, if you never sat down and listened to that,
I never sat down and listened to it.
For sure.
That's why that's why I like to be very honest with people.
Yeah.
Doom is not an artist that I never ever really got into like that.
Yeah, that's true for a lot of people.
Yeah. You know. But then I look at somebody crazy when they tell me they don't know about Little Brother.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'll just say, well, go listen to it. I'll say, go listen to the Minstrel Show. And if you don't like the Minstrel Show, then you ain't gonna like nothing.
The Minstrel Show, is definitely close.
Yes.
To perfect.
Yes, it is. Because the skits, oh wow.
Stankonia is close to perfect to me.
I'm not a Stankonia guy.
Stankonia, Aquemini.
I'm not an Aquemini guy.
I know you
either.
told me that before. You wildin'. Stankonia, Aquemini, and they got one more that I feel like is perfect. And it's not the Speaker Box Love Below one.
What, AT Aliens?
Nah, it's not that one. It's something else. I forgot.
Well, I think that's it. You done named them all, except for the first one.
No, there's the first one is Idlewild, and I feel like there's one album I'm forgetting. But it might have been, I think I might have just had like a bonus version of Stankonia, because in my head I'm looking at the CD. The CD looked different. One was, Stankonia was like a more plain looking CD. The other shit had like a pink, some shit. No, they always used to put the naked girl on their CD. Okay. If you remember that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a yeah, but Doom shit, perfect album, man. All of the songs is named after food. He got 1 billion food bars on here. You could listen to this album 90 times and you didn't hear everything. So listen to it again.
Okay.
This shit is, it's like a puzzle. He did it like a comic book. Like, it's a lot of Easter egg shit. Like, I like all that shit. You know, I be nerding out, so.
Yeah.
This album checks all the boxes. If you went to, like, fucking like storyline, backstory, like lore and all that type of shit. You into
Mhm.
that? This is chock full of that.
All right.
What's your next joint?
My next one. Okay. Now this is one of them albums that when it came out, it was stamped classic as soon as it came out. Like one of the few albums that got that stamp. Only other albums I could think of that got that stamp when it first, like within the first week of it being out, was Illmatic, Reasonable Doubt, Doggy Style, which we'll be talking about later on, and I don't know, but this album came out in the I want to say the mid 2000s, like before the tens. It was like around the sixes or the sevens, 2000, around that time.
Mm-hmm.
From a MC who kind of had reached his point,
Yeah.
and this was the album where you was either gonna go up or down. Pause. So this was a pivotal album in this young man's career. At that time, he was a young man because he's an old guy like me. But the combination of the producer that he was gonna do the album with is what made us know that this was gonna be classic, and we just knew that it was after we heard the beats.
Memories on corners with the foes and the moles. Walk to the store for the rolls, talking straightforward to hoes. Got uncles that smoking, some put blow up their nose to cope with their lows. The wind is cold and it blows.
Now, in my opinion, at this time, this was like the best batch of Kanye beats. Like this era,
Yeah. Nah,
I would have
sure.
killed the nigga for one of these Kanye beats. Like, I would have,
I got to lay you down, man. Ye said I could have a pack.
yo, imagine getting this disc.
Oh yeah.
Right. What?
Oh yeah. I ain't coming out the house.
Now, this album, we gotta go back to the ingredients.
Uh-huh.
Fire single, that was it. When
Yeah.
the corners came
I
out,
wish I could give you this feeling. I wish I could give you this feeling.
this shit was so hard.
But this is what I was trying to tell you the other episode about why Kanye is not a GOAT rapper. He's a GOAT all that other shit.
yeah,
He's a GOAT at the other parts that he does. Because he's so much better at those parts. And you hear how the song sound when he go get a rapper. Like when he go give the beat to Jay-Z, when he
Yeah.
go gives the beat to Common, it's a
Yeah.
whole different, because that's a GOAT rapper.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye's got his own greatness.
yeah.
But yeah.
So his subject song was a
Which one?
song that,
And he's good for that too.
yes, he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I always remember this song because the first time I heard it, I responded. So, because you know when you're listening to a song and when you realize that it's about something, the moment you realize that it's about something,
Yeah.
I paused it and I called my friend Tamika. This is my rhyme partner back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, did you hear Common album? She's like, nah, I didn't listen to it yet. I said, yo, if I'm not mistaken, the track is number 4. And I said, yo, when you listen to this shit, this is the craziest shit I ever heard. And I'm only 14 seconds through the song.
Yeah.
And it was Testify.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yo, when I realized,
That video was crazy too. Remember that shit?
yeah. That shit right there, I was like, yeah, this boy good. I was like, that boy good.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
And the sample, like, once again, I'm a nigga, I like soul samples. I like vocal samples. So I'm a sucker for anything that got a soul sample in it. So that was the subject song. And then he had the girl song, faithful to the end. Nigga Common on here talking some bullshit. Talking about he gonna be faithful forever. Yeah, nigga. All right. You go to a new girlfriend every year, but anyway.
Listen,
Nah,
man.
I fucks with
He
Rashid.
said that was weeks ago, nigga.
I fucks with Rashid. If you look on my Instagram page, he's in my top 10 of all time.
My
He's
nigga
number 8.
Lonnie list.
Number 9, if I'm not mistaken. But
Common definitely nice.
and
Definitely one of
then
the nicest.
the song with bars. Common is a bars nigga anyway
he
all the
got
time.
bars for
But he
sure.
got a special song on here called Real People.
Mhm.
And the beat fucking phenomenal. Saxophone loop. I'm not 100% sure if Kanye did this beat because I do believe Hearing No ID did one song on this album, if I'm not mistaken. But the third verse, he comes on, and this is very controversial at the time. He says, "Black men walking with white women on their arms. I be mad at them as if I was they moms."
Yeah.
Yo, I love Common. Yo.
Yeah, I
That's
fucks
my
with
guy
Common, though.
right there. Yo.
Yeah.
That's my fucking guy. But this album, and what also made this album dope is that it was short.
Yeah.
10
Straight to the
songs.
point.
Let's get right to it.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that.
And the last song on the album, It's Your World, like, I'm very open about my emotions. There are some artists, rappers who have made songs that have made me tear up.
Hell yeah.
The last song on this album, It's Your World, when you listen to it a few times and you really get the spirit of the song, and it's just about people feeling like they're trapped and they're never going to get to see their potential or see the things in life that they want to see, it'll get to you. And I remember when it got to me, I was on a train one day and I really finally caught the line where he was like, "I still want to see California, but this is my world." Like,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get to see that because
Yeah.
I'm just in this.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna and just to think that California is such a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's not a fucking big deal,
Nah,
but if you're in a small place,
Yeah,
it's
nah.
such a big deal.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know,
That's a
dope album.
Nah, that
Common
shit's
really did
crazy.
his shit with this one.
Nah, yeah, he's the truth. It's definitely the truth. He one of them ones.
Yeah.
Shout out Calm Sense. I don't know which one, what you pulling up next?
Well, this is the one that we both agree on. I just mentioned it,
yeah.
so let's just talk about it. 'Cause it was on both of our lists.
Oh, yeah.
Like we
See,
always
look,
tell y'all,
and you
me and
almost-
Zoo
you
don't
almost
talk
tried
about
to-
this stuff.
Nah, you almost tried to take my nigga off the GOAT list. Come on. How he gonna come off the GOAT list? He on both our perfect album lists, nigga. Come on now. Come on now. It's Unk, baby. It's Unk, baby.
Yeah, what's happening?
What's happening?
This one is dedicated to my niggas. All my niggas out there.
And they done
G's
did
up,
this
hoes
cover
down.
mad times.
Yeah. Ladies and gents, players and pimps, listen.
Snoop Doggy Dogg on the mic, pay attention. Now, the reason why I chose this song, let me cut that off. The reason why I chose this song, a couple reasons. Number one, depending upon when you got the album, this song is not on your CD.
Nope.
And to me, this is the best song on the album. And that's the beef I have with the song is that it's my favorite song, but it's the shortest song. And that led me into the path of having to deal with that with Currency.
Yep.
Because
That's a
the
fact.
shortest song on Currency album, 9 out of 10, is the best song.
Hell yeah, thanks. Yeah. That nigga said, Dave said, Doggy Style influenced so many albums. The Shiznit is my favorite. Yeah, we did. That's his shit right there.
And as you say that, my brother, as I go to my list, and I'm gonna run mine off, and then we can say how you feel.
J.
what you saying the Shiznit, that's my bar song. Is you could either choose Shiznit or Pump Pump for the
Pump
song about the bars. 'Cause I felt, he went off on Pump Pump.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of Snoop best verses to me.
Facts. G's and Hustlers too.
Ooh.
This is for the G's and this is for the Hustlers. Now back to the G's.
I think this might be one of the
At
albums
ease.
where I know it front to back, every song.
Yeah, nah, for shit show.
I-
And this, like we talk off camera, another honorable mention, perfect album is Ready to Die. But the reason why I did not put Ready to Die on my list is because, like Dave said in the chat, that album is a direct influence of Doggy Style. So I just gave Doggy Style the slot.
Okay.
Like I feel like, I don't know if I would have to look it up, but I feel like there is articles or interviews where Big or Puff gave credit where like they heard Doggy Style and was like, this is like our version of, like in some sorts, like not obviously not like biting, but like it inspired especially the storytelling aspect of the album, like how it starts with the skit and goes through the good, like similar, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And one of the things that's dope about this album, because I pick up on little shit like this, because it means something to me.
Yeah.
It's
to me
very
too, hell yeah.
rare when somebody has an album and the first person you hear rap on the album is not them.
Yeah.
And this is one of the instances. And it's not like it's a song with other people on it and this person just happened to rap first. The first song is Rage's song.
Yeah.
This just shows you the type of shit they was on at Death Row, because this shit was all about family.
It was
It was like,
cooking, yeah.
yo, we know everybody's gonna listen to this fucking album.
Yeah.
So the first thing they're gonna hear is Rage, because Rage was supposed to be next.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that was impeccable. There's another instance in music where that plays, and it's one of the things I hate the most about this particular album, and it makes me angry for this artist, is on Currency's album, The Stoned Immaculate.
Yeah.
The first person you
album,
hear on that album is Wale.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
I ain't like that.
I ain't like that at all. He could have
Nah.
picked another song to start off the album.
Yeah.
But, what else? We got the girl song. Now, once again, before we said it didn't have to be a lovey-dovey song. And Ain't No Fun is one of the most classic
And,
girl songs.
Lottie Dottie could be a girl song too.
It could be. It could be.
It's a love interest for sure. It's definitely a love interest.
Yo, one of the greatest things on earth is when you at a party with a bunch of people my age and older, and Ain't No Fun comes on, and everybody sings Nate Dogg part.
Oh yeah.
Like with no reservations.
Nah, yeah, fuck that.
And the best part is when they be like, and you even like my balls.
R.P. Nate, man.
R.I.P. Nate
That's my
Dogg.
nigga right there. Yeah,
What else
man,
we got?
love
on here?
Nate Dogg.
And we got the fire single, Gin and Juice.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, when that video came out,
Yeah.
oh, nigga.
I probably watched that video 100 times. I got in trouble when I was a kid playing with the little toy cars and shit. 'Cause I was like, hell yeah. I was like, Thomas, watch your mouth. I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't even know you was back there, man. I was being Dr. Dre and Snoop.
Word. When that video came out and Snoop was with the Pittsburgh jersey, the Penguins jersey on the front of the bike. Oh, that's iconic.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, shit was hard, man.
I'm about to go cop that jersey.
I needs that.
I'm about to go cop.
You know?
I think that. Yeah. Those are the cat. Oh no, in the subject song, "Murder Was the Case."
Murder was the motherfucking case.
This album is motherfucking perfect. If there's anything that's a perfect album, it's fucking this. Like,
Facts.
there's no skips.
like I was saying about Ready to Die, and it's not just done. It's not a slight to Ready to Die. That's also a perfect album to me, and it's also one of the greatest albums ever. But there's a lot of albums that are modeled after Doggy Style.
Yes.
Since Doggy Style. And that's why I put it on the list. You know what I'm saying? This is that shit right there. The shiznit, to be exact.
What's your favorite song on the album?
Damn. That's tough. G's and Hustlers is up there. I still like Gin and Juice, even though it's the single. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Ain't No Fun. It's hard. It's like you said, I could sing that whole album. That's one of those that I could sing the whole shit. So that's tough to say.
But my song that I seem to always go back to on that album is well, it's that slow flow. D-O-double-G, nigga. See these other fools, but you can't see me, nigga.
Yeah.
That song?
Yeah.
Corrupt went crazy on his second verse.
Yeah, my son Corrupt that nice.
And then think about it. Kendrick Lamar, who's the king right now, favorite rapper was Corrupt.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And
you hear it when you listen to him rap, you can hear it a little bit.
Yeah, you can hear it for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, Corrupt was dead nice.
Because there's a whole lot of I don't give a fuck in Kendrick's delivery.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next up, I'm gonna take it out to Brooklyn. If you listen to one of the earlier podcasts, I said that when this album came out, I contemplated stop rapping. Cause this was like the greatest shit I had ever heard. I was like, if this is gonna be the new standard,
this is it from here.
Nah, not that one.
Which one?
This guy.
Oh man.
Bucka.
Yes, sir.
You know the deal?
Oh yeah.
Nah,
this is a different animal, different beast right here.
For all of my people, Negroes and Latinos, and even the gringos. Yo, check it, 1 for Charlie Hustle, 2 for Steady Rock, 3 for the forthcoming live Future Shock. It's 5 dimensions, 6 senses, 7 firmaments of heaven and hell, 8 million stories to tell.
Yes, sir.
Now, for those not in the know, this is Mos Def.
The Mighty Mos.
Black on both sides. The song that's playing now is a song called Mathematics.
Yeah.
And he's rapping about mathematics.
That's what they said in the chat, but yeah.
What happened?
Nah, he had said it in the chat, mathematics. Hell yeah.
So,
he was bumping that yesterday. That's the truth right there.
This fucking guy right here, man. Like, one to me, on my top 5 MCs list, he's number 5. This album has everything. There's nothing that's not on this album. Any type of fucking song you could think of is on this album.
Yeah.
Girl song. He got Miss Fat Booty, which is a classic.
Which just went crazy again.
Oh, yeah.
Jid flipped the beat.
Yes. When y'all girls was putting the
ceiling
cameras
challenge.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite was this girl that I follow. Her name is my name is Catherine or something like
Which
that.
is funny. Nigga said my favorite. I just realized what you said. Nigga said my favorite one. Nigga Dave said that shit even got a rock and roll song on there. That's a fact.
Word.
Nigga.
We gonna get to that.
You know, it's funny. That's actually a bar. That's still a metaphor that the nigga originally made the song Miss Fat Booty. Then this nigga flips it and it becomes a booty
song
shaking.
about fat booty.
Yeah, like girl. Because Jid's song is not even.
It's not.
It's a different type of song. But they took it and made like all the Miss Fat Booties took it.
I never
and
thought
made
of that.
it their own.
Wow.
They took the Miss Fat Booty sample and said, "We got it from here.
Wow.
This was made for us." The Mighty Mos, man. He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. And when we talk about this, I'm going to let the editors know who Shorty was so y'all can put her in there too.
He said, yeah, that one was my
in New
favorite.
York. She live in New York. And, you know, she could come up and be on the podcast
Guest of
with
the
us.
show. Friend of the show.
Yes. But anyway, we've digressed. What else is on here? You got the song about bars, mathematics, and a whole bunch of other songs on there. You got the Fire single. Umi Says is one of the biggest
Crazy
songs that a hip-hop artist ever made. That's one of them.
Crazy.
There's a difference between having a hit song and a fucking international hit song. Most Def could go perform that. Yasin Bey can go perform that song in any fucking country. Everybody know that song. It's a universal song. It's a soulful song. It touches your heart. We got the subject songs. And this is what made me contemplate stop rapping. Because his subject songs was bananas. And I was like, yo, I'm not smart enough to be a rapper no more. Because I felt like he raised the bar on intelligence from a rapper who got no water.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? So he got that song. He got another song. First of all, everybody at some point in their career make a song about their hood.
Yeah.
He got a song on here called Brooklyn.
Yep.
If I was from Brooklyn, nigga.
That shit is crazy.
Yo, I'm challenging you to make a song about the Bronx that make me feel how this nigga made me feel about Brooklyn. I was gonna move to Brooklyn, nigga.
Nigga said I was gonna move. Nah, we just disowned you. Nigga said he moved off the song.
Nigga, this
wax
song
tripping.
is crazy. He got 3 beats.
Yeah.
Yo, and the second one, just go to when he started on the second beat. Like that shit is my God. This dude is And what's my other category before I get into a couple of other things from this album? Oh, yeah, he got a song on here that Dave talked about, Rock and Roll. Now, Rock and Roll is a special song in hip-hop, and for the people who have never heard this song, what you need to do is go listen to it, because he's talking about how rock and roll, the genre of music, was stolen from black artists.
Yep.
He was calling people out by name. It wasn't nothing subliminal. He said, Elvis Presley ain't got no soul. Bo Diddley is rock and roll. He called them all out. He said, I don't mean to trip, but I don't fuck with Limp Bizkit.
You know, it's crazy. Me and Dave did like Limp Bizkit, though. Them niggas was kind of dope, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but he just wanted
But
the
no, I
props
got
to
the
be
point,
given.
though.
Yeah.
The point still stands. But I did like Limp Bizkit, though. I'm not gonna
Just
lie.
like what you said, that's what it said.
The sentence is true.
The sentence is true.
Yes, the sentence is true. It is. I'm not arguing with the mighty most, with Yasin Bey.
And I'm
sentence is true.
And we're gonna go on to the next song, but the last thing I want to say about this album is that through all of the bars and everything that you hear through this album, it ends with a fucking instrumental.
Yep. Hip hop, man.
Listen to this album if you have never heard it. If I ever had to sit down and make a list of my top albums ever, this is definitely in the top 10, and that's all genres included. He's up there with Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson
for real.
in my top 10 with
I
this
agree.
album.
And I feel like that's why he was like, fuck y'all niggas. Cause like, I
Y'all
feel
don't deserve me.
Like if you made something like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's, get out of here.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
One of the greatest hip-hop albums ever.
For sure.
Now, we're going to get into the other guy from Brooklyn.
The other
that you
guy.
was talking about.
Okay.
A guy that,
you know,
a lot of people.
When you say Brooklyn, this is the guy that you think of when you say Brooklyn.
This is big Brooklyn.
Yeah. He is, like, most Def, the song, he's the person.
Yes.
Like how that song make you feel, this is how this person make. You see a picture of this nigga.
And you just think of motherfucking Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's it. There ain't nobody else.
Today's agenda, got the suitcase up in the central.
God
Go to
damn.
room 112, tell them Blanco sent you.
Tell 'em
Feeling
Blanco
strangers,
sent you.
if no money exchanges. I got these kids in ranges to leave them niggas brainless. All they told is stainless, you just remain as calm as possible. Make the deal go through. If not, here's 12 shots, we know how you do. Please make your killings clean. Slugs up in between, they eyes like true lies. Kill them and flee the scene. Just bring back the coke or the cream. Or else, your life is on the shelf. We mean this, Frank. The cats we fucking with put bombs in your mom's gas tank.
Come on, man. And this beat is ridiculous. Yeah, this beat is crazy.
Bees,
Niggas bleed just like us.
Because this was your pick. So I'm gonna let you talk on it, and I'm gonna give some backstory to it because I was of age when this came out.
Yeah, I was a kid. I was 7 years old. 7, 8, 9 years old because albums used to last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like basically, this album lived throughout my whole childhood. Like it was in my house multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Because I had like my pops and my uncles and shit. Like so, niggas had their own copy of the CD. So the CD was in my crib multiple times. So, yeah, I've listened to this album ridiculous amount of times. But yeah, like I said, Ready to Die is also perfect album to me. And to me, I feel like that's why even like when we was doing the GOAT conversation, we kind of held it against Big with the 2 album things. But that's why I feel like a lot of people do put him on their GOAT list because them 2 albums that he got is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Like, nigga did not miss. So, and yeah, obviously you could have the conversation of if he would have had a 3rd, 4th, 5th, would he have continued that streak? But based on what he gave us, that motherfucker was 10 for 10. He was a perfect rapper damn near. Like, nigga, like we was talking about checking them boxes and shit. He checked all of them. Like, with a big check, like a big ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's understandable why he's, like I said, the sentence is true. He is one of the greatest of all time, and both his albums is perfect. But, like I said, Ready to Die, I feel like because it is clearly influenced by Doggy Style, I gave Doggy Style the spot. But this album did the same thing that Doggy Style did. This changed gangster mafioso rap forever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And every nigga after this, without like, I feel like because Big made this is why, and obviously I can't speak to that. I'm not in the man's mind, but I feel like albums like this existing is why Jay-Z felt like he had the itch to make like an American gangster.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And even like why he's like, yo, I'm gonna call Puff, I'm gonna put it together because it's giving me that feeling. It's like that. When you start thinking of that, you think of this. Like this is like on your mood board for the aesthetic of what you're looking for. Like this set the stage of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga was fully Frank White by this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, the character had totally changed. By the time this album came, because so much had happened.
Yeah.
Because when Ready to Die came out, like there wasn't really a big buzz about Big before Ready to Die came out. He was one of the artists who's I feel like his buzz was slow walked, and the momentum just kept building and it kept building. But this is all after the album because this is all off of remixes. Yeah. It's like he's out here doing the work now.
Yeah.
And his album is out.
And he was cooking shit
Meth.
too.
Yeah, he cooking shit.
Yeah.
This is when he's doing the song with Pudgy the Fat Bastard. This is when he's doing the song with Lord Tariq. Think big, you get big. Champagne and what. That's when he was like, if I'm not mistaken, that's when he was like, Big Papa, throwing niggas off a cliff, smoke a spliff, disappear with my bitch in a Mitsubishi Eclipse, read my lips, I kill you, blood is spilled through, did I say thank you? I grant you 3 wishes, cause I be the genie, niggas is assed out like fat bitches in bikinis. This is what Biggie was saying in fucking 1994.
Come on, man.
So, once the Best of Big, once the Best of Biggie mixtape hit the street, that was it. He was at his pinnacle. It was like he was the dude. It was over. It was no conversation. Niggas was like, Nas who?
Dang.
It was Nas who, nigga.
Dang.
When that mixtape came out, ask anybody. It was Nas who.
Dang.
Because Big, it was over. Big had it. So we waiting for this album, which niggas don't know. Like me and you said one time, Biggie's career was 4 years at the most.
Yeah.
This album came out after he had already died.
He died. He was dead already.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, so we can't even really, there's so much more that would have made this album dope because if he was alive, I promise you, there would have been remixes to some of these songs.
Oh, absolutely.
There would have been a Hypnotized remix. There would have been a More Money, More Problems remix with Jay-Z on it. All of that shit would have happened.
Jesus.
But
if somebody got that verse somewhere, man, put that shit on YouTube.
And some things is what, like, outside
Jay-Z
of
on
the
More
music,
Money, More Problems beat.
that shit would have been crazy.
What?
Outside of the actual music, this album was a phenomenon.
Yeah, it's a movie.
The day this shit came out, nobody went to school. Like, nigga, the line at the Wiz was crazy. Now, mind you, anybody who went to school with me would tell you Jordan was a nerd. So I had to go to school because I had a test that day. I remember this shit came out like March 25th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
My man Macho said, fuck it, I'm going to the Wiz because you had to get there early and get online because you might not get one.
It's just you sold out.
So he gets there and they say there's a limit on how many you could buy. You can only buy 2.
Oh, all right.
So here's the fucked up thing. Macho being the type of nigga he is, he done told a whole gang of niggas he'll buy their shit. Everybody done gave Macho $15 to go buy the double CD for them. So he got all these people, but luckily my man Mike Gambino, who lived in the apartment under me, he said, what's going on, Macho? And he was like, yo, Mike, you could go buy. He's like, yeah. So Mike actually purchased My Life After Death CD for me. Thank you, Mike, and everything. But yeah, everybody had that album by... That shit came out in March. By the middle of April, everybody knew the album front to back, and that was my senior year of high school. This album was the soundtrack to prom. Nigga, when Mo Money, Mo Problems came on at prom, we was taking pictures. Me and my niggas was posing on some gangster shit.
This is what I'm trying to say. My son made the whole world like you the boss.
Nigga,
he invented that shit.
I had the derby. I'm going to get the pictures to the editors so they could put this shit in there. Me and my niggas, I had the derby on. I'm like this. And
my
then
son was Wax Castellano that night.
I was, B. Couldn't nobody tell me shit with the tux on. I was that nigga. And when all you heard was, niggas like, oh!
Yeah.
The shit got flooded. That was the only time niggas danced the whole night. Because it wasn't a real DJ. He couldn't really play, because it was prom. He couldn't really play that gangster shit that we wanted to hear. But yes, that album was a phenomenon.
Like, as far as the criteria, it's a fucking double CD. So yes, it's every kind of song on the list is on there.
Everything
we ain't even got to go through it. That shit is 2 CDs.
Man, let's just
it got every song on there twice.
Man, let's just look at the features. The Lox, Jay-Z, Lil' Kim.
Yep.
That's it, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a lot of features.
Mace and Puff.
Yeah, it was mostly the family.
Yeah, that was
Nobody that was really, like, extra.
Too Short. Too Short's on the album. And that's one of the slept-on songs on that album, too. The world is filled with pimps and hoes. We'll just talk about those I know. They had Carl Thomas singing about pimps and hoes. Then gonna turn around and talk about I wish I never met her. I hear you, nigga. If you never met her, you wouldn't have got that bread, nigga. Pimps and hoes. Now he emotional because the bitch got a family.
What about me? Yo, Carl Thomas, you ain't shit, God. How you? The bitch told you she got a kid and a husband, and you turned around and asked the bitch, "What about me, nigga? What about you, you grown ass man? What's up with this nigga?" Carl Thomas out of line. Nigga said, "What about me?"
Talking about it's a catch-22. No, it's a just get them cheeks when she give them to you and shut the fuck up. You ain't never messed with a married woman before, nigga?
That's some decorum, nigga. All right?
Yeah, he fucked up the game. He had a lot of sugar mamas scared.
All R&B niggas be dirty macking.
And you know what's so funny?
R&B niggas don't respect the game at all.
I'm glad you said that shit, because that's a great segue into our R&B nigga. This is my last pick for the perfect albums. And one other thing about perfect albums, I say, is you gotta remember where you was at when you first heard it. That plays a very integral part in how you feel about something. And with this album is special to me because for those who don't know Wax got kicked out of school at one point in time. When I was in college, I was not going to class because I thought I was Funkmaster Flex at the radio. I thought I was Ebro and Funkmaster Flex because I was the manager of the radio station and I had the prime spot. Yeah, you know that's what you do when you the manager, right? Yeah. So I was more concerned.
I'll be on at 8
with all of that shit instead of my books. So I got kicked out of school. The reason why I'm telling y'all this is because I have to tell y'all when the first time I heard the fucking album. Now, when I stayed at home and went to, I think I went to where I went. I went to Bronx Community. I went to Bronx Community College. I had to, get my grades up, so I went there for the summer. Took some classes, got my GPA up, and now they're gonna let me come back to school in January. Yeah. But I had to go down there and submit some paperwork. So, and the funny thing is, me and my roommate, we had the same situation. So we both got on the train, and our boy picked us up from Philly. My man Larry, what up, my man Larry Jordan? He picked us up from the train station. And he's driving us to the school because we're going to spend the night there because we got to go see the registrar in the morning. Mm-hmm. So we driving, Yeah. And he throws an album on. He said, yo, Jordan, you heard this album? And I was like, throw it on. Yep. And when it comes on, I hear this beat. Now, as an MC, when I first heard this, I'm already rapping in my head. I was like, what the fuck?
This shit crazy.
I was like, oh. So it's about I want to say about a 40-minute drive from Philly to Lincoln University. So we listened to the whole album. On the way to campus. Yeah. When I got back to the city, that was the first thing I did. When I got off the train in the city, I went to what's the store that was downtown? The big music store?
Virgin.
Went to Virgin and I bought this album. Before I even went back home, I got off the train and went to buy this shit.
I need that.
This is Music Soul Child. I Just Wanna Sing. This album right here.
Fire.
It's a game changer because I heard some verbiage by Jaguar Wright recently where she was talking about the whole neo soul era and how she felt about it. And I kind of agree with a couple of things she said about it. I'm not going to get into it. But this, to me, this album, technically, Lauryn Hill's album set the path for neo soul. Because Jaguar's argument was that she didn't like the phrase neo soul because
a lot of them didn't.
Because it's basically saying it's taking away from soul. Like this, it's not soul music. It's something different. Yeah. But what I think she didn't understand is they had to label it something.
Yeah, you gotta figure out how to sell it
because it looked different. The aesthetic was different. Yeah, soul was Whitney Houston and Mariah and people who looked a certain way, Luther Vandross. Yeah. This is a different presentation. This is more Afrocentric. Yeah. So they had to put something on it. Look at all of them when they came out. It's a lot of big curly hair. Yeah. It's a lot of
natural look.
More natural look. This is the ushering of the what do they call it? The cocoa butter, not the what is it?
Yeah, I know.
All of that,
I be calling them the Grand Risers.
Yes, all of that.
Shouts to my crystal niggas.
This is the beginning of it. This is the Illmatic of neo soul.
Yeah.
Like,
damn, that's hard. I would agree with you though. This album is fire as fuck. The nigga, yo, now Music Soul Child